Well, good evening. It's good to see each of you here tonight. We're going to start with a word of prayer, and then we're going to sing a song, so let's pray. Dear God, thank you for tonight. Dear Lord, I pray that you will just help us to honor and glorify you in everything that's said and done here tonight, dear Lord. And I pray, God, that you will just help all these students as they perform, dear Lord. And I pray, God, that you will just protect them, keep them safe over the summer. Give us a good night tonight. In Jesus' name, amen. Take a songbook in front of you and let's sing page 244, Amazing Grace. We're going to sing the first, third, and fourth verse of page 244. You may remain seated. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Through many days, toils and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Thank you. At this time, the students on the platform, our strings ensemble, they are going to perform. Now, I will tell you before they start playing, some of them, before school started in August, they had never touched a stringed instrument before. So the Jaffe Strings Method is the program that we have been using. Pensacola Christian College puts it out in a Becca book. And it is designed to teach a student to play a stringed instrument in 1 year. Now, stringed instrument in the violin, the viola, the cello, and the bass. And we have all of those represented up on the platform tonight. And so at this time, the ensemble will play It Is Well With My Soul. Stay right there for just a second. I'm going to put them on the spot. Okay, the instrument you were just playing, raise your hand if you had played that instrument before August of 2022, which was the start of the school year. If you had ever played that instrument before the start of the school year, raise your hand. So, there we have it. You may go. Great job. To those who invested time, money, energy into that program, thank you so much. That is the result of it, and they will continue to grow and to learn in those instruments. And they will add others who are coming up into that class next year. They will add they will add elementary students and everything else. So thank you to all of those who invested in that. At this time, Miss Kitty is going to come and she's going to give her awards.
Good evening. Hard to believe we're at the end of another school year, for sure. I'm going to start with our academic achievement awards, and each one of you know that you have amazingly gifted children. I have a classroom full of just outstanding honor rolls. Proud of each and every one of them, and I thank you for your support. You parents are great to work with, and I thank you. It makes a difference when I have to communicate with you sometimes things that aren't pleasant. You make it easier for me. So thanks for always being on the same team with me and letting me be a part. With our highest honor academically is the highest average. Every subject, math, English, social studies, science, spelling, or word building, PE class, Bible reading, literature, and Bible class. So all a lot. And our highest grade point average, I'm going to start with our first through third grade, goes to a young man whose overall yearly average 99.5. So let's give a great big round of applause and congrats to Jonas. And our fourth through sixth grade, this young man, his grade point average is a 97.8. And this goes, again, for all of the subjects, this goes to Logan people. And then our curriculum, our ACE, Accelerated Christian Education Program, is set up in an amazing way. So the building blocks of education, they don't have to miss any. And it allows students that missed a block, I can put them back and give them what they need so they don't have to go through life hating math because they had to divide before they could multiply. But the students that are advanced and can work ahead and are highly motivated, and I do have some highly motivated young people, I give an award for the outstanding achievement of accomplishing the most paces for the year. And again, that's every subject. Now, all of our subjects aren't paces, so a complete full school year would be comprised of 60 paces. And this young man in our first through third grade completed 87 paces this year. Super big round of applause and congrats to Aaron Gibson. Great job, buddy. Congratulations. Proud of you. And for our fourth through sixth graders, this young man also did almost as many in older grades. This congratulations and award goes to Adam Driesinger with 85 cases. And then we'll go to the highest pace average in each subject. So for our first through third grade, in mathematics, we had a young man whose grade point average, and I'll just tell you right now, we had a tie. We had two students that in their math work this year, their grade point average was 99.75. So I want to give a super big round of applause and congrats and certificate to Jonas. Jonas Feast. Awesome, buddy. Holy cow. And his twin score goes to his twin brother, Judah Feast. Congratulations, Judah. Great job. Good job, buddy. And then 4th through 6th grade in math, I have a couple young men in this category that math is their favorite subject, and so they were close vying for it, but our highest average in math, 4th through 6th, is a 98.2, and this goes to Logan. He looked at me kind of funny because the end of the year math was not his favorite. But now we're going to move on to English language arts, and our English amazingly high score, 1st through 3rd grade, is going to be presented to a young man who also had a 99.75 average. So I'm telling you, these are brilliant children. This award goes to Abel Smith. And then our 4th through 6th grade English award goes to a young lady who accomplished a 98.7 for the school year. And this congratulations and award goes to And now we'll move to word building or spelling. And this young man had a grade point average, 1st through 3rd grade, 99.96. So congratulations once again to Jonas. Great job, Mr. Super Speller. Good job. Good job. Okay. And then 4th through 6th with a 99.83 goes to great work, congratulations. And then we'll move to science, and in our science 1st through 3rd grade, we also had a tie, and the tie was a 100% average, which means they didn't miss a single thing all year on any science test. And I have twin awards for twin young men. So I'm just going to say Jonas and Judah for 100% average. Congratulations. Super job. This one says Judah, and I'm going to shake your hand too. Super. Good job. Congratulations. And then in our 4th through 6th grade, the scientists didn't make a 100%, but very close, a 97.5. And this award, and congratulations, goes to Adam. And our social studies category, our history and social studies, we had a young man in 1st through 3rd who once again had a 100% average. We're going to give this to Judah Feast. Congratulations, Judah. Great job. Super job. Congratulations. And 4th through 6th grade social studies, our highest average was a 98.8. Super job. Congratulations, and certificate goes to Susan. Good job, Susan. Now, it made my heart sad to be able to only give one of those. I showed Brother Kyle and I said, how in the world? I have 3 students with 99.5 and above average, and only one of them got an award. So if you were an amazing student and you had almost a 100, I'm sorry, just probably one little spelling error kicked you out of the award, but you all did great. Now we're going to go to our Bible. This is a Bible class award, and We had a young man who made a 100 on every Bible test this year, and this congratulations goes to Judah. Congratulations, Judah. Great job, buddy. You thought it was Jonas. Good job. Okay. And then in our fourth through sixth grade in our Bible class, our average was a 99.4. So congratulations to Logan. And then in our Bible reading, casework, we had a 3-way tie. And these students, each one on every Bible reading case that they took this year, their score was 100. I'm going to tell you, Bible reading tests are a lot easier than the Bible reading case. And they're actually reading the Word of God just like we do as adults. And they answer questions just directly from the Bible. So these students worked hard and learned a lot. And our first 100 award winner is Isabel. Congratulations, Isabel. Congratulations. And our second 100% average is Noah Peace. Congratulations, Noah. Awesome. Great job. And now we're going to give our third Bible reading certificate to a young man that made 100, and that's Abel. Abel Smith. Abel, you can stand right here because the next award I'm going to give is a penmanship, a handwriting award. And this young man's penmanship, I don't just mean on a test. I mean everything that he writes, it looks like a printer printed it, and I'm not exaggerating. It's unbelievable. So let's give Abel a big round of applause for his congratulations on his penmanship. And if you got to see what I get to see and try to read what I try to read every day, you'd understand the value of these awards. I could put this in glitter. Of course, the boys wouldn't like it because the other winner is also a boy, our 4th through 6th grade neat writer that I appreciate so much as well. And last but not least, we have our athletes, our PE grade, our PE class. And the way that the students earn their PE grade is every day is divided into just 4 sections. They get 25% of the grade for cooperating, 25% for participating, and 25% for their effort that they put forth. And the other 25% is simply putting on their PE every day. These students almost all had an A+, but the points that were taken off with 1 or 2 exceptions were just because they didn't bring their PE uniform and dress out. So we have a young man, 1st through 3rd grade, and his grade point average was 99.6. And this goes to Noah Peace. Congratulations. And with a 99.1 in 4th through 6th is Logan. Congratulations. And then I'd like to move to our Christian Character Awards. Well, before I do that, let me go ahead and give our honor roll certificates. This is it's not whether they made A or B honor roll, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th quarter. This is solely completely based on their grade point average for the entire school year. Every subject all the way through, and these are amazing grade points. With a 99.5 on our A honor roll is Jonas Feast. Congratulations, buddy. All that hard work paid off, huh? And with a 99.04 is Noah Feast on the A honor. Congratulations. Super job. Needless to say, all of these students, when they come back to school the next day, the first question out of their mouth is, what did I miss? Because they are excellent, excellent. all of them. Our 99.4.3, this was our first place runner-up on A Honor Roll, goes to Judah. Congratulations, Judah. Awesome job. And then this young man had a 98.4 as well, and this is Abel Smith. Congratulations, Abel. And this young lady had a 98.2 average on our honor roll, Isabel Coley. Great job. With 97.8 goes to Logan. And with a 97.8 as well, congratulations goes to Susan Driesinger. You thought I was exaggerating when I said I had a classroom full of brilliant students. They're hard workers. Another A Honor Roll certificate with a 97.78 goes to Aaron Gibson. By the way, let me say, this young man made this grade completing all of that amazing, massive amount of work that he did. So, congratulations. Great job. And then a 96.2 goes to Adam Driesinger, A Honor Roll. Great job, Adam. And then another A Honor Roll, 94.75 goes to Presley Gibson. All that hard work paid off, right? Good job, guys. And then with a 94.3, A Honor Roll, Naomi Smith. And then just one tiny fraction beneath an A with a 93.7 on our B Honor Roll is Kinsey. Hey, congratulations, Kinsey. And then with a 92.37, also on the B Honor Roll is Emerson. Emerson Riley. Where's Emerson? Congratulations, Emerson. Great job, Emerson. Now, these students didn't just have to make good grades. They had to complete a massive amount of work, too. It was a minimum amount of work. And some of them that didn't have the highest grade point average, part of the reason could be because some of these students do work ahead. They get ahead. Some of my third graders, most of my third graders are in fourth grade work, a lot of their subjects. And that makes it more challenging. My fifth graders, also my fourth graders, I'm calling my fifth graders now, but my fifth graders, all three of them, my fifth graders also, my fourth graders are working fifth grade work, which makes it a little harder to get those 100s, but I am so proud. Every single one of these students, every one of them made it. That's a lot of hard work. Thank you, parents, for all those projects, your support and your help with the projects. I know, don't throw tomatoes. Okay, nobody booed, that was kind. Okay. Now I'm gonna give certificates for our Christian Character Award. We are a Christian school, and one thing we teach is the Bible. And we teach the Bible practically applied to our lives. And your kids make you proud. They really make you proud. And just between us, but they're amazing. And in many ways, they've exemplified Christian character traits. And I can't, some of them I could think of 3 or 4 or 40 that I could award them for. But these are the ones that really stuck out to me the most this year. Our first, and this is just random order, however they spit out the printer. Okay, time. But our first young man, I'm giving the Efficient Award to. already know who it is because he completed 87 cases. But he makes his plan, and he sets his goals, and he just sets his heart, and it's done. I'm telling you, and it's done right, and it's done well. And I'm very proud of you, Aaron, so come get your award. Great job, mister. And then this young man is going to receive our Sincere Christian Character Award, and he is, being genuine is such an important part of the Christian life. Just being real and sincere. He really is concerned about his classmates. He has a genuine heart. And so I'm giving him the Sincere Award, and it goes to Logan. And this little lady, like all of them, I could have put down 40 different traits, but you'd have to understand how our learning center works. But I have a little girl that obeys. And as the teacher, boy, is that high up on my list. She obeys to the T. When they get their work all done and they get to go to the green dot bucket and pick their treat, she will go and stand and wait until Miss Gina, my monitor, I1, pick it up and let her take her pick. When she's scoring, she will raise her hand and wait patiently at the score table and say, I meant to make an A, but it kind of looks like an O. Should I mark that wrong? At home, her mom will have to call and say, can you tell Isabel it's okay to take, whoop, I gave it away. Can you tell her it's okay to take her checkup? She doesn't want to because you haven't initialed it. So I'm telling you, she is very concerned about just doing right. How many of you want your children to just do right? So, Isabel, congratulations and thank you for just doing right. Great job, sweetheart. This young lady, again, it's hard to just pick one, but this young lady, I'm giving the Christian Character Award of gentle. And she is gentle in every aspect of the word, in every area of her life, in dealing with her classmates, on the playground, in the lunchroom, getting in line for the swing set. She's a gentle, sweet young lady, and I want to give this Christian Character Award to Naomi. And this little lady usually has a smile on her face, and she wants to make friends. She wants to be friendly to everybody. She just wants everybody to feel like they belong, and I'm giving the Friendly Award this year to Kinsey. Hey. And then this young man, you've probably already noticed it, but we have a little ray of sunshine. I'm giving the Cheerful Christian Character Award to a little guy that just smiles all the time, just beams a ray of sunshine, and I'm going to give this Cheerful Award to Judah. Congratulations, Judah. Thank you. Good job. And this young man, wow, he took a challenge. When he came in, he's one of the older students, and I told him, I said, I need you to be a leader this year. I need you to be an example. And boy, he took me at my word and jumped right on it. And I'm given this is an available Christian Character Award, and he is available. If somebody drops something, he's going to be across the Learning Center down there picking it up. If somebody needs a door open, he's going to zip right over there and open. It doesn't matter what they need. Somebody needs they'll say, oh, I'm all out of lead. He's looking to see if he has lead for them. Oh, I have an eraser. He's just available for whatever I need or his classmates. And what an important character trait. And thank you very much, Emerson. Where are you? Thank you. Good job. And this little guy, nothing in the world makes him happier than to give something to his classmates. He loves to give. So my Generous Award goes to a young man that won't be a surprise to anybody because nothing makes him happier than sharing. So my Generous Award goes to Noah, please. Did you really? I told Brother Kyle, I debated between 3, And I said, I just have to give him, and I said, I probably gave him that last year. He just came and said, I got that 3 years in a row. Guess what sticks out? How many of you want your child to be generous and sharing? You're not kidding. It goes a long way in a classroom full of little people. So thank you, Noah. I'll put one of the other ones down next year. Lord willing, if I remember that I gave it to you 3 years in a row. Okay. Now, this little guy, boy, oh boy, this is a purposeful Christian Character Award. And if you know him or you've watched him, you know he does what he does with purpose. Whether it's bringing toys to school to play with, picking where he's going to play on the playground, setting his goals and charging in to get them done, or drawing an amazing picture. Abel Smith. He does what he does with purpose. Great job, Abel. I mean, it doesn't matter if he's walking to the water fountain. He does it with purpose. He's got a plan, and he knows when he's going to do it. This young man, another great big ray of sunshine, but he's an encouragement to every one of us consistently in an amazing way. You don't know all of his story. If you did, you'd understand this goes even deeper. But he encourages us, whether it's when we run out to the playground to run the perimeter for PE, whether it's setting his goals, it doesn't matter what it is. The Optimistic Award goes to Jonas. Thank you for always being optimistic. Always looking on the bright side and helping us do the same. And then this little lady, again, we have a lot of drops of sunshine in our class, but I have a little girl that's always bouncing and almost always bouncing and happy and just full of joy. And our Happy Award tonight goes to Houston. And this young lady, what a joy. Her Christian Character Award tonight is content. And I'm going to tell you, as a teacher and as a parent, it's hard to beat anything. The Bible says godliness with contentment is great gain. And it is a great gain to our classroom to have a young lady that's always content. And I'm going to give the Content Character Trait Award tonight to Presley. That means she's content when I have her do extra math problems. Sometimes. Okay, and last but not least, this is probably last because of the veteran, but this young man is just bouncing, energetic, full and ready to charge in with passion to do whatever there is to do. It doesn't matter whether we're having a relay race, he is bouncing and ready to go. It doesn't matter if we're going to sing, he's going to have his hands ready. I looked through our character trait book, the AC character trait, and enthusiasm wasn't in there, but zealous was. And he is very zealous, and he's an encouragement to all of us. So congratulations to Adam Friesinger. Yes, he was. Well, I have one more award, and then I'm going to sit down and be quiet. But I have a monitor that's been my monitor in our lower learning center. She's been such a help, such a support, such an encouragement to myself and every one of our students for 4 straight years. And I want to give this certificate for faithful service to my monitor, Gina Johnson. And I want to say thank you to our school secretary, Miss Becky, because that's her title, school secretary, but really she's the one that wears all kinds of different hats, and she flies around doing all kinds of different things. Even though she has a pile that high, she always comes by to see if I need help. and she never leaves. I mean, like, never leaves until I'm all done with everything either. So I can't thank you enough, Miss Becky. Thank you. Thank you. And I also want to say thank you to our, if you saw the face I saw right now, I want to say thank you to our principal, who does an amazing job. He's so faithful, and y'all have no idea the load that he carries for every one of us. So I hope with this thank you, I want to ask every one of you to pray for him. Pray that God gives him strength for the days. And through the summer, I mean, he's just glad to get through tonight, I'm sure, with all that he has on his plate. That as soon as tonight's over, he thinks he's going to rest, but he's immediately going to start thinking about the ocean that he's got to swim through this summer. So appreciate him, pray for him, and thank you, Brother Kyle. And thank y'all.
Thank you, Miss Kitty. With that, I must get up here and I must eat a slice of humble pie, because the face that she saw was me hoping she would talk a little bit longer, because when she pulled out the honor roll certificates, I realized what I forgot to do tonight. And thus the commotion over here between Miss Becky and myself, who's flying around doing something for me right now. So, if she gets that done, I will announce them. If she doesn't, I will still give you an award, but it may not be announced, because that is the one thing that I forgot to do. Now, there may be others, and I may find them out in a few minutes, and I apologize for not having that done and ready with the honor roll certificates, but I do have other awards and certificates to give out. I'm going to start off, so most of you know, this year was a change for the Upper Learning Center especially. So we went from completely doing the ACE program, the Accelerated Christian Education program, and we started teaching some classes like a traditional classroom would, using the WRCA curriculum. And it was a challenge for the teachers, it was a challenge for the students. And when you combine those two, it was a challenge for everyone. And it took us some time to get on the same page. And so much, there was definitely some points to where, you know, as teachers, we had to say, okay, this is what we expect, but we also had to give a grace period too, because we realized that students were growing, they were learning, and just getting into a system themselves, because we all understand that when we operate within a system, things tend to work out better for all of us, you know? And when something goes outside of our system, then, you know, we have to be flexible. And so some people are more flexible than others, but I appreciate all the hard work that the students put in this year adapting to the new curriculum. I appreciate the work that the teachers put in, the time that they put in to study their materials, to deliver the materials to their students and everything like that. The awards that I have tonight are, the academic awards here are for the student who had the highest average in each particular class. And so I'm going to start off with our mathematics. We had 3 different mathematics classes this year. Intermediate math was one of the ones that I had the privilege of teaching, and I enjoyed teaching math. And I taught 2 of them this year, but intermediate math is the first one, and our highest average in intermediate math this year with a 91.1 for the whole year goes to Mr. Noah Rios. And then pre-algebra, this one I emphasize to these students, you're going to need this for next year, because it's going to algebra will come at you like a freight train. And the one phrase that they are tired of hearing me say is, this is my favorite thing in math. Make sure you understand how to do this, because you're going to learn this. Because it came to the point to where they're like, Brother Kyle, you say that every class period. And then I came to the realization that it's all my favorite. So, but with a 96.14 average for the year, Miss Madison Pate. And when they would doubt me about what they would need for the year, I would send them up to the Algebra 1 class that was taught by Pastor. And I would have them talk to the students in there, and those students would say, yes, you will need to know that. You will need this. And the highest average in Algebra 1 for the year with a 94.6 goes to Miss Charity Feast. The next subject would be English. Now this, I think most of the students would tell you this was probably the hardest one for them to adapt to. And with the ACE curriculum, one of the things that they really don't have, they have students do little papers here and there, but they don't have them write a research paper until they get to 11th grade. And that's when they write their research paper. So writing research papers with the ABECA curriculum, it starts at the 7th and 8th grade level. They start them really young writing papers, just general papers, and then they start developing research papers and everything like that later on. And so this was a challenge for all of the students this year to learn how to do a research paper, to learn how to research in general. And so with for the 8th grade English class, English 8, with a 98 average for the year, Miss Madison Pate. And then for the 10th grade English class, so if I'm not calling a particular grade, they were either grouped in with that class and doing like a dual, like a 9th, 10th class, or other students may have been doing the ACE PACES. But the 10th grade English class, which is world literature, I didn't teach this class, that's why I'm asking. World literature is, it goes with a 94.5, goes to Miss Charity Feast. Now this particular class I did teach, and I really enjoyed the research papers that they had these students do in British literature and composition. So the one that they do, so this is a 12th grade, it's a senior level course, and what they have them do is write a research paper on the vocation that they would like to go into. And I thought that was a really good idea. So if you're ever encouraging someone to write a research paper for a random reason, and they're a student still in school, get them to write about the vocation that they would have to go into. They put time into studying about the vocation, and there were some things that some students were like, I definitely don't want to do that. But get them to do that. Get them to research that out. A lot of times we say we want to be this, but then we don't know what that entails. And so this student maintained a 97.6 average in British literature and composition, and that goes to Miss Sarah Pate. U.S. History 8, with a 98.37 average, Miss Madison Pate. Now this particular course, a lot of times they're put together, but they're actually two separate classes. Civics is one class and economics, but a lot of times we just say civics and economics, that's what you're taking. But civics goes for one half of the year, and economics goes for the other half. And civics with a 98.58, it goes to Miss Sarah Pate. And then economics with a 98.62, they battled back and forth between both of these classes. But with a 98.62 in economics, Miss Tabitha Feast. Earth science, earth and space science. This particular student teamed up with someone else early on in the year, and they came to realize that they were going to make a science project. They made a seismograph that they actually entered into the ACE competition. But the highest average in this class is a 96.7, goes to Miss Madison Pate. Physical science. There were a lot of tears shed over this class, especially in the last days by all of the students. They were working on their STEM project, and they were testing it out, and they wore it out by testing it out. But the highest average is a 94.08, and that goes to Miss Charity Feast. Chemistry. Unfortunately, Mrs. Hankey is not able to be here tonight. Please pray for her. She had surgery, and she's still healing up from that. And also pray for Pastor, please. This is just a side note. He's home sick, and so please pray for both of them. But chemistry was taught by Mrs. Hankey, and the highest average in that with a 98.6 goes to Miss Sarah Pate. Spelling, everybody's favorite, right? So, I didn't realize until they went to convention how many avid spellers that I had, but I think there were 4 or 5 of them that entered that for convention. But the 8th grade class, I had a tie between 2 of them with a 99.5 average. I have an award both for Miss Madison Pate and Miss Kaylee Cochran. And then moving up to etymology. Etymology is where they learn the roots of words, and they're still learning to spell different things, but they're learning the roots of the words, how to use them, suffixes, prefixes, things like that. And so the etymology spelling award goes to Miss Naomi Dreesinga with a 99.1 average. Bible awards. So our Bible class this year was Genesis. It was a biblical worldview. And these 2 students, I once again had a tie. I think they missed like one thing all year long on all of their verse quizzes. And this was a tie with a 99.9 average. Can't get any closer, right? Was Miss Tabitha Feast and Miss Esther Dreesinga. Miss Esther. Now, the next 2 awards I have, one is for the Lower Learning Center, and the other is for the Upper Learning Center. And these 2 awards are it's called the Principals Award, but it's for Christ-like character, demonstrating the values that our school puts out or tries to give day in, day out. Both of these people, generally, when you see them, they're going to have a smile on their face. They're going to they're just going to be pleasant. They're going to just really show Christ's love to other people. And so these 2 awards for the Lower Learning Center goes to Mr. Jonas Feast. And for the Upper Learning Center goes to Miss Lexi Barfield. Now I'm going to, in honor of our first strings class, I am going to give out an award for participation in strings. Obviously, these students have put in lots of time and lots of effort, and I can't find the one that I'm looking for. There we go. Okay, these students have put in lots of time and lots of effort, so I'm going to call each of you up one by one. A lot of this, some of them stayed after school to practice a little bit more, to be ready for tonight. and others, they are taking lessons outside of here. I will say this: if you do want your student to continue to take lessons through the summer and extra lessons in the fall, we will still offer the Jaffe Strings program next year, and we will continue to work with them. But if you'd like them to take private lessons, the Music Academy over at Mikado Baptist Church they're about to open up enrollment for their Music Academy on June the 1st. On June the 1st, I will send you the registration link. I would send it out to everyone. That way, if you would like to register your student for private music lessons, I think they do piano, violin, guitar, and I think there's one or two more that they do. I can't remember right off the top of my head. I know they have voice lessons over there too, but look into that if that's something that they would like to continue. So the first one, I'm just going to continue to call all of you, and I want you to follow the leader, basically. First one, Miss Tabitha Feast. Miss Lexi Barfield. Isabel Rue, Miss Isabel Rue. Miss Charity Feast. Miss Naomi Drisinga. Miss Kaylee Cochran. Miss Esther Drisinga. I cannot get that out tonight. I don't know why. Miss Autumn Riley. Mr. Noah Rios. Miss Sarah Pate. Miss Madison Pate. Mr. Alex Dixon. Mr. James Drisinga. And Miss Amber Drisinga. At this time, I would like to recognize someone with a certificate of appreciation. This person, they have gotten orders to move to a different place. And so Miss Gina will not be back with us next year. But I would like to give her this certificate of appreciation for embracing the adventure of strings. She really took on this class, and she's like, Brother Kyle, I don't know anything about this. And she has put in so much time and so much effort. If you go talk to her husband, he will tell you he is very well acquainted with Mr. Jaffe. So from watching videos and learning, starting to take lessons herself, Miss Gina has done a tremendous job with this strings class this year. And so I believe at this time her husband has something that he would like to give her as well. So Miss Gina, if you would come up. Thank you, Miss Gina. And at this time, they don't know it until now. I guess they figured it out after they're sitting, but they're going to play for her one last time. So grab your instruments. Miss Janice, if you will come back to the piano. Miss Amy, if you will come direct. Thank you so much, Miss Gina. Okay, you may be seated. I have just a few announcements before we are dismissed. First of all, Miss Becky did complete my list for me. Thank you so much. And I will get these awards to you quickly. I will go back there right now and try to get them done. For B Honor Roll in the Upper Learning Center, Miss Autumn Riley with a 91.5. I'll get you awarded in a little bit. I'm sorry. Mr. Noah Rios with a 93.51. I'll get you your award in a few minutes. Y'all don't have to come up here. Sorry, I should have said that before. My bad, buddy. I'm sorry. Miss Kaylee Cochran with a 92.03 for the year. Miss Isabel Rue with an 87.6. Mr. Mackay Pitts with a 93.71. Mr. James Dresinga with a 90.73. Miss Amber Dresinga with a 92.82. Miss Lexi Barfield with a 91.09. Mr. Alex Dixon with an 89.88. And then with A Honor Roll for the year for their overall grade, Miss Naomi Dresinga with a 94.5. Miss Esther Dresinga with a 94.81. Miss Charity Feast with a 95.88. Miss Tabitha Feast with a 97.38. Miss Madison Pate with a 97.92. And Miss Sarah Pate with a 98.2. Great job, everyone. Just a few more announcements, if you would. Be in prayer for the field trip tomorrow. So forms have been sent out. So if you received a form for your student to go on the field trip tomorrow, we will be leaving at 7:45. So please be here by then. We will be returning later on. We'll send a text out when we leave the aquarium there in Atlanta. Also, be on the lookout for emails coming throughout the summer with class schedules in them. And calendars and so forth. And then finally, I would like to introduce someone. So if you would just say hey to them tonight, they may ask you questions. But Mr. Brandon Davenport and his wife, Miss Jennifer, can y'all wave at them for a second? They are here this weekend from North Carolina, and they are interviewing, basically, checking out our ministry, and maybe the assistant pastor here, and they would work in the school ministry as well. So if you have questions for them, feel free to ask. I'm going to put you on the spot, sorry. If they ask you a question, do your best to answer it. If not, direct them to somebody who may know how to answer their question, but we're privileged to have y'all here this weekend. They will be going on the field trip with us tomorrow, so jumping right in with all the loud noise on the bus and everything else. So welcome. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry? I will send out an email about that. So I will send out an email about the dress code. So I told all of the students the other day in class, or I told mine, what they should wear tomorrow. I will send out an email with that. If you will, I will be running back there to finish these honor roll certificates that I forgot to do. If you will, my class, see Miss Becky. She will be right down here with report cards. Miss Kitty, will you be over here? Miss Kitty will be right over here giving out report cards. Also, if you have anything left to settle on your account, Miss Becky will be down here, and she will be able to take payments tonight as well. So if you're not sure if you have anything left to settle up with your account, just ask her, and she will let you know. We're going to be dismissed in a word of prayer. Brother Danny DeCombs, will you please dismiss us, sir? Amen. String students,